Well, good afternoon, Pamper Gang. I'm here, the boy with the Pampers and the toys, your boy Al, here on YouTube. Here just showing you some goodies. Just goodies I'll just keep buying in my pockets. I just flat. One moment, let me turn down my little toaster that could fan, because you know, the boy is hot. Alright. I want everybody to could hear me. Okay. So today is another WWE day with a AEW of the past day. So today I want to go over 3 figures, 2 WWE figures, and actual AEW figure. Now, Karion Kross, he got let go from the company, or either I can't remember, you know, these wrestling blogs, you gotta take them with a grain of salt and flour and butter and syrup and more butter, please. You know, you gotta take it with a grain of salt, basically. But when he was before the pandemic had started, when he was in WWE, I really never really paid attention to him. Didn't know he was bald back then either. So, you know, he actually came back to WWE recently, him and his wife. So, this is going to be a Karion Kross day. So, I want you to see Karion Kross. And we're going to definitely be going over him. Our lovely barcode. Next, speaking of the eve of the sighting, Scarlett. Now, I know that her figure came out a while ago, maybe some months ago, early this year, and I've been pretty vague about her basic figures, and this figure right here stood out to me. I'm one of the people I like to see something with an edge and no control. So we got the lovely Scarlett, his wife here. She came back as well too. And just to hey Pamper Gang, we'll give y'all heads up. Y'all know me. I love my 3 products, toys at a time, dolls, whatever it may be. So I won't be opening up this figure because she is for my actual inbox on my wall. But I do have her loose sleeve. So the same thing this inside here is going to be on a loose figure. Because we all know that the boy loves his toys displayed. Okay. Moving on, and there's the barcode as well. Moving on now, moving, nobody's stopping. All right, let me be serious. Okay, next we got Aew Cody Rhodes figure. When he was at AEW his time, he suited and booted and got another head sculpt and a microphone. You know, my thing on Cody Rhodes, I loved his grandfather and his father. They still living. I think his grandfather's still living. People in the comments, please tell me. Give me that fact. But Cody, I felt like when he was in WWE last time, he didn't get that push that he needed. And or he couldn't live up to the legacy name at that time. I don't know, I digress, but forgive me, because Cody Rhodes is cool. He's cool. So when he went over to AEW, he became this high, powerful star. He's kind of basically, in my opinion, the reason why that company boosted the way it boosted. I still don't think AEW is better than WWE, but I won't go back and forth. With you. So I will be going over this figure today as well, too. And there's the barcode. So what we have up is Mr. Karion Kross to open up and to talk about him. All right. Have you ever heard a wolf cry to a roof? I got Disney in my head today. I'm sorry, folks, if y'all don't want to hear my voice, but never dull moment with me. Okay. So let me get rid of this because I got a trash bag over here to my right that all the stuff over time that I have opened up on my channel. I'm not going to say everything's in that bag, but it must go today. It's a little full. All right. So with Mr. Karion Kross, it seems like he comes with a next championship belt. I guess that's the highest belt you can get. The figure actually looks pretty good. He comes with 2 actual hands, 1 fist balled up. And this is something I do need to be doing for my pamper game to show y'all. And he's giving me a little stone cold with that look and that bald head. Of course, him coming back, he's got full hair now, so I just can't really recall him being at that time in WWE around a pandemic time. But hey, there's YouTube. I can always do my investigation. Let me fix my camera a little bit, pamper gang. I don't want to disappoint and look like I'm a headless horseman. Okay. So, Mr. Karion Kross, his tattoos looks pretty good. Again, our new figures in today's modern society has that chest pop. And I really do appreciate WWE for not having their figures like AEW. Please, I don't want nobody to think that I'm bashing AEW. I just want to give my wrong uncut truth about it, the company. It reminds me of a lower class budget of WCW. And I want them to fix it because they got some great potential there. But back to the business that sees me through. He looks good, gang. He looks good. This right here, his outfit right here, reminded me of when Tatanka was in WWE at that time. That Tatanka and somebody else wore something like that. I gotta do my research. I love the head sculpt. He looks scary. Looks like he's not playing. Looks like, no, say no to steroids. Say no to steroids. Forgive me for saying that, because I was trying to be funny. So his tattoos look very well polished on. I think his X-ray scan of his face and visual of his body is pretty much to the T. And he does, he's double jointed. The legs look good. I guess the feet, I gotta quit mentioning the feet on my videos. I finally came to a conclusion about action figures' feet, especially WWE's. It is what it is. We know that our basic figures' feet are not like that. Look like you're paying a couple more dollars for feet that is split in the middle or on the back. But other than that, I'm not gonna bring it up no more because we all know about that problem, and it's something that WWE, Mattel is gonna have to work on. Mattel, you hear me? Do you hear what I hear? Do you hear what I hear? But yeah, Karion Kross, he does look well put together. I have nothing to complain about this figure right here. I think this is my first Karion Kross figure. He's not a legend. He hasn't been in the company, I don't think, longer than 5 years. So I can't sit right here and say, oh, well, the figure is Jax, because I'll be lying. And the people in the comments when in the future will probably be chopping me up. Be like, you gotta do your research, Al. Just do your research. I get it. I got it. So, I give this figure a 10 out of 10. He looks real good. Now, his face sculpt kind of reminds me of a Big Show face sculpt. He looks like he's got a Big Show face sculpt, but they be like, how he look like Big Show and Big Show's the Big Show? It's not that. It's just like that facial expression they always gave Paul Wright when he had so many figures where he was just in his regular clothes. Speaking of Big Show, I need to find me some more Big Show action figures. I only got one, and I was a big fan of his. I'm always going to be a big fan of Paul Wright as well. But back to him, I give him a 10 out of 10. He looks very well, decent. I hope in the future that maybe we get a actual head sculpt with his return in the WWE with him and his lovely wife. And moving on, I'm going to go ahead and stand him up because we're going to be talking about his wife. So, next figure, talk about the lovely, beautiful Miss Karion Kross, Scarlett. And when I tell you this figure is beautifully put together, I can't lie to you. I'm really not a big fan of her having them long nails. I just feel like it's a little bit doing too much. But she's a beautiful woman. And from what I saw on YouTube, the girl can wrestle and handle her own. So can't wait to see her get put out there on the forefront again in the women's division. So it looks like she does come with that. I don't know what it's called. I think it's a timer. But I remember when her and her husband returned, she came down seductively and put the timer in front of Roman Reigns. I guess that's letting know my husband about to get your title, so you can go on vacation. So let's see. Oh, by the way, I did not reveal what series he was from. He is Karion, back to Karion Kross real quick. He is series 93, the Elite Collection, WWE Elite Collection. His beloved, beautiful wife is series 92 collection from the actual Elite Collection as well. So as again, I don't have to open this figure up because I have the lovely Scarlett right here. Same figure. I just want to keep this one in the box. I think the scope, I love the stockings they have on her legs. And the boots is everything. I'm into the goth stuff. I love the goth stuff. I'm not gonna lie. Brandon Lee, rest in peace, from Pro City of Angels. Okay, but back to her. She looks very pretty much seductively evil out of a movie. An evil female villain. I think her body looks great. I'm trying to think, sometimes when you get figures, you get double or triple the same figures. You want to always look at the face a little bit. So I'm going to be fair and look at her face. Well, she's still got the same facial expression as if she's in the box, so I'm going to be fair. I think the face sculpt could have been a lot better. It just looks bizarre. It looks like she could be a character out of maybe one of them medieval movie times. But I think the face could have been just a little tad bit better. The hair, I like the hair sculpt. The hair sculpt was very unique. And the spikes, I'm into the spikes. I like the spikes. They're very unique as well too. In her black patent leather outfit, we all know that that's her character. With her face scope, I think they could have not made her smile so hard. Look like her face is pretty much sunk in. And that's not good. I don't like that at all. But I'm gonna take some points off for her face looking sunk in, or like she just left the bar. Had a good cat fight over her husband. So I will give her a 9.5 out of a 10. I thought her basic figure looked good. And I can bring that up and show you. I actually got 2 basic figures of her. So that's why I'm talking about more of her, because Karion Kross, I don't really have a basic figure of his, or I don't think it's his first time in line. But 2 other Scarletts, the basic figure Scarletts, they actually look good, especially this one. Both of them are very pretty. So I want to just do a up close and personal version of tell you why I think she looked like she left the bar and she's drunk. So you just got to think like, okay, really, Scarlett, are you feeling well? Do you need to go see one of the referees or the doctor coaches in the back? Look like you're a little intoxicated, girl. Okay, so that's that. And let me put these basic figures back. I am going to do a video one day on my WWE collection. I'm being really kind of wanting to talk about that. I don't think it's nothing special about it because so many people got figures that I'm just in disbelief about. Being like, what? Say what? You got that figure? So, okay. But moving on from the husband and wife who came back to WWE, Karion Kross and Scarlett. We still together, and we got bills. Okay, so moving on. Last but not least, I gotta really get this little. together because I just throw all my excess stuff from my toys, my dolls, my action figures in here, and I got a whole big old clear basket, 2 of them actually in my closet of a lot. Okay, so moving on. I'll hang Miss Scarlett up later. We have Mr. Cody Rhodes here. And he comes from the Unmatched collection. All Elite Wrestling. Okay. So let's open Mr. Cody Rhodes up and see what's going on in the kitchen. That's all we need. All we need is love. Shining down on the rooftop. I apologize, folks, for singing. I just like to kill time and have all good vibes on my video. We don't want no bad energy. All we want is high, strong, good energy that keeps us afloat in life. Okay, so let me put this in the trash right here. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, so looks like Mr. Cody Rhodes here himself has a second-hand scope. Give me young Ric Flair. And let's see, he's got 2 fists. If I can get them out, AEW, y'all going to work on that? I'm just picking AEW. I don't even know. I'm trying to find out who is it. AEW that creates these figures. I'm gonna have to do more research because the box don't really say nothing. I don't think Mattel creates them because Mattel does just a fabulous job on their WWE figures. I want to know, so I definitely got to do some research. Again, and bring it back, or somebody in the comments in the future tell me. It'll be very helpful. Okay, so with Mr. Cody Rhodes, got a nice suit jacket on. The arms, this looks like that, he really didn't need that jacket. I guess this will connect with that. See, I guess I'm a little biased when it comes to wanting to speak the truth about jackets on wrestlers or action figures. Y'all can make a cloth. Just make a cloth. You know, it's I know my Bray Wyatt on my other video, he got something similar to Cody Rhodes as well too, and I'm like, hit miss, you know. I digress. But it looks like he's very double jointed. And again, AEW figures, I just hope they work on that torso because I don't feel like popping him off today like I did Kris Statlander on my other video where she just broke away. Look, you would thought it was like a Stephen King novel character going crazy. So he's well dressed. He got his microphone. You know, Cody Rhodes, I felt like him being AEW gave that boost of good ego that he needed to, you know, transfer back to making the big boy bucks. This head sculpt right here, I'm not a fan of. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch the head sculpt, the first one that I showed you. And definitely, I would say he looks great. He really does. He looks great. That's a better head sculpt. I don't like that angry man. Look like he just need to go to the restroom, constipation or something like that. But definitely, he looks really good. And never expected to come across a Cody Rhodes action figure because I know it's very rare. I think AEW had did like something before he left. They did a whole bunch of X-ray scans so that for future action figures from what I saw on the blogs, the wrestling blogs. So that might not be 100% true, but Mr. Cody Rhodes, I'll give him a 10 out of 10. I like this action figure actually. I'm gonna put him over there with my other AEW figures because I'm trying to build up something with them. Like it seems like every paycheck I'll be like, oh, let me buy one AEW figure. Or sometimes two. Did I pay this bill? Could you pay my bills? Pay my automobiles. So definitely you can pick them up just like the Karion cross. and Scarlett. I picked them both up at Walmart for $21.19. But at the register, it gave it like an extra $1, almost $2. I'm like, okay, well, I gotta pay for it, even though y'all tricking me on this. But Cody Rhodes was actually $21.99 as well too. $21.99. 21.19. I shouldn't be yawning. Jesus, you think I eat some cookies and milk, which I do need. So I will be putting this figure over with my AEW ones. And everybody, thank you for subscribing to my channel, watching my videos, and supporting me in my cause of being a toy collector. I'll be right back. But everyone, I hope you have a great, safe afternoon. Please subscribe to my channel, The Boy with the Pampers and Toys. And subscribe as well to Peanuts Automotive Adventures as well too. Or Cars if you like cars. And everyone, have a great day.